𝐃𝐚𝐧 𝐇𝐞𝐧. I'm 30 and I'm from Calgary in Canada.
ǨAITLyn, what do you do? What is your business?
I'm a lash artist, but I started a coaching program for lash artists to help them get new clients and scale their lash businesses to 8 to 10K months.
You put eyelashes on women? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, that's the main part of my business. Yeah.
Okay. And you teach them how to build this same business. You teach them how to make money doing what you do to make money.
Yeah, or other lash artists, they come to me as a coach for them to do what I've done in my business.
And how much are you making with this business?
Right now, on average, I'm making like 7K a month doing lashes.
Wait, hold on. You make $7,000 a month doing eyelashes for women?
Yeah.
That makes that much money?
Yeah, it does pretty well.
No wonder there's gold diggers in the world. It's expensive to be hot. Jeez. Now all the times I had a gold digger approach me, I understand. They got to pay for things. My goodness, 7. What? If I decide now I'm female and I want to put eyelashes on, how much are you going to charge me to be female for the next 2 hours?
Well, to get started, but like probably $240.
Is that for one eyelash or 2 eyelashes?
Well, you get both your eyes done, but it's like you do every single eyelash on your eye.
And how often does this need to get done?
Most people come every 3 weeks, but like the returning appointments are $125.
What a racket. Anytime I've ever insulted a woman for being a gold digger, I completely understand now. Y'all got to pay for stuff. All right. So what do you make teaching people how to make $7,000 a month putting eyelashes on people? How much are you making with that?
Not nearly enough.
How? You literally are making $7,000 a month putting eyelashes on people. Who would not want to learn that does like makeup and stuff? I don't understand. How much you making with that coaching business?
Over the last 3 months, because when I filled out my form, I went through this, it was about $500 a month for the last 3 months, which is why I do lashes full time.
What? How much do you sell your coaching program for?
I was selling it for $500, but I recently just increased it to $5K.
Yeah, so that's the first problem. You're telling me I make $7,000 a month painting women's lashes, but I'm only going to charge you $500 to learn how to do that. Bull. There is a bull who is about to literally go through my window right now, crash in front of my desk, mess up my camera so you won't see it on camera, and take a big fat dump right on my desk. That is how full of baloney that I would think you were if you told me you made $7,000 a month doing eyelashes, but you're only going to charge me $500 to learn how. The pricing right there is one of the problems. Like if it seems too good to be true, it is. Have you ever seen my Rolex analogy?
Yes.
So if I said, this is an $18,000 Rolex, I'll sell it to you for $500. What's the first question you would have?
Is it fake?
Is it fake? Right? So that exactly. Let's look at your bank statement. And is this for your coaching business or your lash business?
I know I'm about to get roasted for this too.
Oh no, don't tell me. Please, God, don't tell me.
Yeah, they're the same. They're the same.
Oh, of course, they're the same one. It's the same one. Everyone does the same one. You don't do the same one. Oh, separate businesses. All right. So let's see here. Okay. So you're in Canada. Does this bank statement identify as non-binary? Because that'd be amazing. You could just immediately wipe out all the charges because you feel like it. Okay. Sorry. Yes. That's an American joke. I'm from Florida. All right. MoneyGram. Cash advance fee. Well, I don't know why you're taking cash advance. Shopify. What do you sell on Shopify?
I have lash products.
Okay, that makes sense. All right. You got Linktree. So you're making $500 a month, but you're spending $13 a month on a Linktree account when you could, because I also see here you have a funnel service. You could just put that on a page and do the same thing. Save $13 a month, which is like a huge percentage of your sales so far.
True.
But it's small potatoes. It's fine. Okay. You got like $9,000 in the bank. That's good. At least you're not a total schmuck about your money. I'm serious. There's people who just like spend all their money. So at least you have good money management. If you make $7,000 a month with your lash business and you have $9,000 in the bank, all is not lost. You're not a complete drain on society. So that's good. I just realized that you're a client of ours, by the way.
Yeah.
So
really looking forward to this.
it still surprises me to this day how much money people will pay for me to just light them on fire and blow on the acids into the ether. In 30 seconds or less, just pitch me your offer. Pitch me your coaching offer.
Yeah, I've only done this once ever before in my life. So, I mean, like after, obviously, they tell me everything, I would ask them if it would be okay if I shared them how, and I'd let them know that our expertise is in helping lash artists.
This is a phone close?
Like a video close, yeah.
Is this how you're pitching it on a sales call?
I mean, I've only ever done one sales call in my whole life.
I'm going to help you. Don't worry. I'm going to look at your stuff. I'm even going to give you a pitch at the end of this. I'm going to give you a custom pitch. But tell me what your pitch is now that you would do on a video, not on a sales call, not on a one-on-one interaction, like your marketing pitch. What is your marketing pitch for this offer?
I literally don't have one.
Well, then why are you here? Like, why do you have a business? What do you mean you don't have? Make one up.
Okay, so my pitch would just be to like telling them that our area of expertise is helping them book, 4 to 10 new clients every single month, and we do that through my coaching program called, well, it was the Wealthy Lash Artist Society, but now it's called the Inner Circle Mastermind.
Why did you change the name of it?
I don't know, because it just didn't feel
What
like.
do you mean you don't know? You don't do things without a reason. That's like saying, I drove my car into the side of a brick wall. I don't know why. I just did it. No, like if you were being chased by a monster and there was no other place to go, then maybe that would be justified. But in any other case, you'd be a lunatic. All right. So tell me why you decided to change the name. What's the first name?
The Wealthy Lash Artist Society.
Okay. So the Wealthy Lash Artist Society tells me right off the bat that this is for lash artists and it makes them wealthy. What's the second name?
The Inner Circle Mastermind.
What the is that? I don't know what that is. You went from an actually really good name to a name that is like 7 different types of manure put into a blender and put on high.
Valid.
I'm like, why did you do that? You're like, I don't know. No reason. Like, you have to have a reason for everything you do. When you get up in the morning, what's the first thing you do?
I brush my teeth.
Why?
Because it's basic hygiene.
But why? Why do you brush your teeth? Like, what would happen if you didn't?
I would stink and my teeth would be gross.
So you have an actual reason why you brush your teeth every morning. Such a trivial task as brushing your teeth. You have a reason, right? You wouldn't do it without a reason. If human beings were born with perfect teeth that auto-brush themselves, would you brush your teeth?
Probably not.
Okay, so you have a reason for such a trivial task, but you don't have a reason for such a large task, such as changing the name of your main product. So you start with actually having reasons for making big decisions. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I have a reason for telling you this right now so that I don't have to go to 7 hours of therapy to deal with the fact that you just told me that you changed the name of your program for no reason. And it was actually good before. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Thank God. So what is your biggest problem with selling more of this offer?
I mean, I guess from people, the biggest thing that I hear from lash artists is that they just don't have the money. I think a lot of lash people go into doing lashes because they're broke.
Yeah, that's the whole reason they're on the call with you, so that they can make more money. So they're in the right place. I don't have the money is a universal objection. All people think they don't have the money. So what I'm hearing is you don't know how to overcome the I don't have money objection.
Correct.
When you get the customer thinking about the cost of your program, that's what they're going to think about. What they should be thinking about is how much it costs them not to have your program, because they're going to pay either way. They're either going to pay in lost sales or they're going to pay your fee. But if they pay your fee, they could get a return on that. If they pay in lost sales, they get no return. And in fact, they keep losing. And that is the mindset that you have to teach them when you're selling them. Is that your only objection? Like, in other words, you're getting calls, you're being able to get appointments on the phone, you're getting people in an environment where you can sell them, but they're just not buying because they say it's too much.
Honestly, I think it was my inability to, or my unwillingness to like understand how to sell. Like, I would get people on calls purely for just like coaching people. I would like sit there with them for 45 minutes, show them how to do as many things as possible, and then just be like, okay, good luck. And that was it. So now I'm like actually learning how to do a sales call.
So imagine my appendix bursts, right? And you're a surgeon. And I come into the office, I'm like, doctor, my appendix is burst. I'm going to die. And you're like, well, listen, here's what you do. You take the scalpel and you just cut into yourself and you do this and you do that and then you do this and then you sew it up and you're good. Have a nice day. What do you think is going to happen in that situation?
It's not going to go well.
So what's going to happen to the patient? What's going to happen to me? I'm going to fill in the blank. I'm going to
die,
right? So if you do this on sales calls or even in your content for your prospects, guess what's going to happen to their business? It's going to die. Because if they could do it without you, they would have already
done it.
Yay! Gold star. All right. Okay. So you understand, like, you're doing them a disservice by teaching them. If everybody could just read a book and make $1 million, then you know what everybody would do? They would read a book and they would make $1 million. People don't need information. They have enough information. What they need is a mentor to help them execute. What they need is someone to look at their golf swing, stand 10 feet back and see where the slice is. You can be the best golfer in the world, but if you have a flaw in your swing, you can't see it. Why do you think the best fighters in the UFC, they all have coaches, they all have a team? Because they can watch them fight and they can say, oh, you know what? You're stepping your foot out. They can't see it because they're right here. They're too close to it. They're getting punched in the face. They're not looking where their foot is. That's what the coach's job is for. But they know how to fight. So it's not information that's going to get them the result. It's you showing them how to execute on that information and taking a look at them from 10 feet away. That's the thing. So you can't just give them information and think, oh, well, now they're going to buy it. It's not going to work. All right. Any other problems preventing you? Do you have enough leads? Do you have enough of this stuff? Or is everything just crap?
I probably don't have enough leads. I like through my ads, I get like 5 to 8 like new messenger conversations a day.
How much does that cost you?
Probably like $35, $40 a day.
So you got leads. You can close these people. And do you have meaningful conversations with these people, or are they ghost you?
A lot of them ghost me. I find like the more I ask them questions, eventually they just kind of drop off. I'll be like, so like, because I used your line of like, so how much do you think, over the course of a month that's costing you? And then people will just like drop off.
You can do that, but a better way to do that is say, not having this problem solved, how many lash appointments do you think you would have if you solve this problem? And then you say, what do you make off of an average lash appointment? And then they say, oh, I make $200. Okay, well, and then you do the math. Well, 200 times 10 is $2,000 lost per week. So what you're telling me is not solving this problem is costing you $2,000 per week. Micro asks, all right? It's sort of like, are you married?
I have a partner, but I'm not married yet.
Think about a time in your life when you were single. You're at an establishment. A person walks in, man, woman, non-binary tree, whatever. I don't know what y'all got in Canada. They say, hey, I'd like you to come back to my apartment right now. What do you say?
I don't know this person. Definitely no.
Exactly. That's a great answer. I would hope you would say that. Okay. Now, what happens if they started with, hello, what's your name? And they progressively micro asks. Clearly, this has happened to you before because you have a partner. You've met someone somewhere, you've had a conversation, and that led to getting a phone number, going out on a date, and developing a relationship. And did they ask little questions along the way, or did they just say, be my girlfriend?
No, little questions.
Right. So if you just basically whip it out to your prospect immediately, they're going to ghost you. Stop whipping it out. Put it away. Zip it up.
Got it.
So what's your why? Why do you want to build this business? Why do you want to make more money? You're making $7,000 a month right now doing lashes. Why do you want to make more? And how much more do you want to make?
In terms of how much, I'd love to be at like 25, 50K a month. That would be super cool for me.
What are you going to do with that?
Oh God, I'd pay off my student loan, first of all.
Yeah, that student loan didn't do much for you, did it?
No.
So let's see. What advice has the government given us that hasn't worked out? Let's see. Go to college, play it safe, wear a mask, stay indoors, don't go to the gym. These are all great pieces of advice. All right, what else would you do?
Honestly, I just want to be able to have a little bit of freedom. Like, I want to be able to choose what I get to do with my time. I want to be able to, wake up. I want to be able to work on the beach.
So you've seen the image of the people saying, oh, it's laptop lifestyle, and you just sitting on the beach with your laptop. Yeah, I tried that. I made a bunch of money and I tried that. What I realized was your laptop overheats and it gets sand in the keys. It's actually not a real thing. You should probably go inside and work on your laptop. And then when you're done, just go out and enjoy the beach. Just a tip from someone who's been there, done that, got the t-shirt.
At least I'd have enough money to get myself a new laptop, though.
That's fair. All right. So you want freedom. You want to be able to enjoy life. Totally get it. Let's look at your website. Yeah. Okay. So if I don't type in the www, your website doesn't even come up. I have to be knowledgeable enough to go to this website and type in www dot to get to your website. All right. So you have to fix that in Cloudflare. That's a tech thing. You got to use Cloudflare, do a thing, just Google it. You'll figure it out. And that way, no matter whether you type in www or not, it'll redirect to the correct one. You got me? So lash artists, all right, good. You called them out. We'll coach you to make 8 to 10K a month and book new clients on autopilot. Get lifetime access to live lash business coaching and on-demand training with an internationally recognized lash trainer. Oh, I see what you did here with the phone, the little trick that I do, huh? For anybody watching at home, what you do is you put, I'll text you a freebie in the phone field, and that gives them a benefit. It's a benefit to them. Otherwise, you're just saying, give me your phone number so I can market to you. But if you say, phone number, I'll text you a freebie, they're like, oh, I might want the freebie. So now there is an actual benefit to them. You put it in, you actually get the phone number more more times than if you don't. All right, little golden nugget there. So what's the next page after this? Okay, lash artist will coach you to make 8 to 10K. All right, so this video right here, I love that you're not wearing any lashes in a video about lashes.
I don't have time to get my own lashes done. It takes 3 hours, Sam.
Just come on, man. Like, come on. Like, do lash artists wear lashes?
Not all of them.
Do the majority of your market wear lashes?
Yes. Okay, point proven. Yeah.
Maybe you should try to, resonate with your audience. By the way, this page and all this looks good. But are you just pitching right here?
Kind of.
Let me explain the pros and cons of doing this direct pitch method. Yes, you will attract people who are ready to work with you pretty much right away, but there's a lot less of them than people who aren't ready to work with you, but you could educate them into being ready to work with you. And when you do selling, when you educate while you sell, you will build a brand and you will build an audience because you'll be giving value at the same time. What I like to do is both. I like to have both going. Are you running ads to this? How are you getting traffic to this page?
Originally, I was getting traffic to like my sales page for my course, which that's why I took that down. And I had just finished building this literally yesterday. So I was going to create new ads and run it.
Okay. So this is brand new.
Yeah.
What I would do in the beginning of this is I would throw up a screenshot of your revenue from your lash business. How would you like to have a month like this? Bam! You post up the screenshot showing, and I would point at it, or I'd have it up on the screen, and I'd be like, $7,530 last month doing lashes. How would you like to have a month like this for your lash business? Well, my name is Caitlin Gallant, and I specialize in teaching lash artists how to replicate the success I have at my lash business. And in fact, we have had multiple clients hit numbers like Sarah, who made this, Medina, who made that, Miss Piggy, who made that, I don't know, whoever, right? And then you go into the rest of the pitch, okay? Now, is your lash business at home or is it in a shop or what?
It's at home.
It's at home. Why didn't you mention that?
I don't know. Do I need to?
What is the average cost to have a lash business in a salon?
When I had mine, I was paying $1,500 a month.
And here's the best part. Most lash artists that work out of a salon that make this type of money, they pay $1,500 a month plus expenses. I do this from home. Yes, that's right. Over $7,000 last month doing lashes from home with zero business expenses other than my supplies. How would you like to learn how to replicate this in your home and make a massive income doing what you love to do from your favorite place in the world, your living room? Well, blah, 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 blah. Like, there's no benefits here. It's just, hey, whoosh, okay, that's it. All right, that's all you're doing, which is, it's fine. You will make money with some people. You will get some people who will be like, that makes sense. But for other people, you got to buy them a drink. You got to have a little bit of a conversation here. All right. You got to show them, hey, look, I always say not showing that your success is real is like asking for a blind date. If somebody set you up with a blind date, what's one of the first things you would ask? Can I have a what?
A picture.
A picture. So if you're telling me that you make $7,000 a month with lashes, I want to know, like, why do you think people who teach people to make money, they're generally in front of like a nice house, or they are on a stage, or they're in an environment, or they show something that legitimizes them. Now, I know this may seem a little bit braggy, but the truth is there's only one thing worse than being a little bit braggy, and that's having absolutely no social proof at all. And you have it. Yeah. You can show a screenshot that you made $7,000. So why not do it? All right, how's this ad doing?
Pretty good. I had 16 messenger conversations from it in August.
How many calls are you booking from that?
These were all like me helping people calls, not sales calls. So I think, I know, but I closed my very first sales call. Okay, anyway.
Let's role play. And then when you get these people booked, you need to put them in the deal engine workflows that we set up for you. Wait, didn't you post the other day that you booked 2 calls?
Yeah, I ended up booking 3.
You booked 3. So you put your email list in our automations that we created for you inside your deal engine, and it booked 3 calls? Baller, yes. I'm not trying to promo stuff. on my YouTube channel, but hey, it's just happened this way.
Maybe a little.
Okay, so here we go. You message me. So I'm you. I'm Caitlin with no eyelashes. All right, I'm
Okay.
Caitlin. You're a lash person, I don't know what you call them, lash techs or whatever, and you need more clients. So you text me and say, okay, what is the number one problem you have that's preventing you from booking, say, double the lash appointments you're booking right now?
I just don't really understand how to utilize social media very well to get more clients.
Got it. So what you're telling me is that you're seeing other lash people book appointments from social media, but you don't know how to do what they do, and therefore you're not getting as many appointments as them. Is that correct?
Yeah, everyone else seems like really successful, and I just don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Got it. And so if you had that problem solved, if you did know how to do what these other people are doing, how many additional lash appointments do you think you could book per month?
Probably like an extra 50 appointments a month.
An extra 50 appointments per month. How much do you make profit per appointment?
About $85.
$85. So what you're saying is if you booked another 50 appointments, you'd make $4,250 extra per month?
Yeah.
So what you're telling me is not knowing how to solve this problem, not knowing how to book appointments from social media, that's costing you $4,200 a month?
When you put it that way, yeah.
That's $51,000 a year.
Pretty wild.
Let me ask you a question. If I could show you exactly how to do this, if I could show you how to book appointments and how these people are booking these appointments and making this type of money so that you could do it as well, and I could help you recover a large portion, if not all, of that $51,000 per year, would that be worth a short 15-minute chat?
Definitely.
Got it. Do you have 4 p.m. today open?
I do now.
Okay. Is there any reason you would not be able to make 4 p.m. today?
No.
Okay, I have you at 4 p.m. I will give you a call. What's your number? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, got it. So I can send a confirmation to make sure you have the information on the meeting. What email should I send that to? Now you take it, you put it in Deal Engine, you let the automated workflows take over, you do the call, and that's what we'll do next. We'll do a little sales role play. How about that? This will be fun. But first, before we do the sales role play, I think I have a better idea for your pitch.
Okay.
And I don't know much about your clients' pain points, but can you give me at least two pain points your clients have?
Like wanting to quit their second job or feeling like they need to get a second job, and then not being able to spend enough time with their family.
Attention lash artists, are you struggling to get more appointments for your lash business, which means that you're not making enough money and possibly even contemplating the apocalypse doomsday scenario? And yes, getting a second job. Look, why did you start doing lashes in the first place? You started so that you could take control of your finances, take control of your income, work from home, work on your schedule, be able to spend time with your family, be able to have the freedom of not having a boss by being your own boss and doing something you love, which is making women beautiful so they can date rich Russian oligarchs. I went off script. Just kidding. And why did you get into lashes in the first place? So that you could spend more time with your family, take control of your income, take control of your finances, work from home, all of the benefits you should be enjoying. But yet you're sitting here contemplating the exact opposite, getting a second job. Maybe you don't even have enough time to spend with your family because you're so worried about when your next lash appointment is. Well, my name is Caitlin Gallant, and I have solved all of these problems. In fact, last month from home, from where I'm sitting right here, turn the camera. Look, see this chair right here? This chair produced $7,564 for me last month in lash appointments. And I get those lash appointments from social media. I would like to show you how to do exactly that. I would like to show you what you're doing wrong and what everybody else who is succeeding, you know, those lash artists you look at and you're saying, wow, they're so successful, they're crushing it. What the heck is wrong with me? Look, there's nothing wrong with you. It's just in life, we have things that we simply don't know. You go to another country, you don't know a law, you accidentally break the law and you pay for it. Some things we just don't know. And what I'd like to do is teach you some things you may not know about building a lash business so that you can have more lash appointments, you can make more money, you can spend time with your family, and you can make sure you never, ever, ever have to fill out that dreaded piece of paper again. And yes, you know the piece of paper I'm talking about. I'm talking about a job application. I want to make sure that that piece of paper never touches your desk again. And so That's why I'd like you to sign up for a free training on blah, 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 or go here and download this or whatever the call to action is. Something like that. That's how I would market this. You get me?
Can I like have a copy of this video just to like?
Yeah, it'll be on YouTube. I normally don't do this, but because you're a client, I might get you a copy early.
Okay, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Sales. All right, so we're on a sales call. Let's see what you do first, and then I'll tell you how I would handle it, and then how you should handle it.
Okay.
How do you open a sales call for this?
I mean, I'll just kind of chit chat with them about like where they're from, how long they've been doing lashes for.
Hello.
Are we on the sales call right now?
Yes, you're answering the phone.
Hey, Dan, how's it going?
It's going great. How you doing? Who's this again?
I'm Caitlin from Lashes and Honey.
Lashes and Honey? What is that?
We are an online coaching program that helps lash artists fill their books and make 8 to 10K a month.
Okay. Why are you calling me?
No, I don't know.
Okay. You have to remember that some people don't remember. They book a call and they don't remember. Hey, this is Caitlin from Lashes and Honey. I'm calling you for your appointment today. How you doing? Like remind them the purpose of the call.
Mm-hmm.
We had an appointment today to discuss how to grow your lash business. How you doing today? Like remind them why. Okay.
Right.
So, okay. Yeah. Oh, I remember now. Yeah.
Yeah. I talked to them a little bit more about like,
Talk to me.
Where are you joining me from today?
I'm in Florida.
Okay. Have you lived in Florida long?
Most of my life. Yes.
Yeah. Very cool. I actually, I spent a little bit of time down in Florida. I did some trainings down there and.
Oh, what part?
I was in Miami 3 times and Tampa a few times as well.
Oh, I'm in the Tampa area.
Yeah. Cool. So nervous.
I don't know, maybe mention the fact that it's 103 degrees here. Oh, it's hot down there right now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's hot down there right now, isn't it?
I'm in Canada. It's really nice and cool here. I don't know how you guys deal with it. Oh yeah, well, we're Floridians. We're insane, Like have a conversation, okay? Don't be so robotic. All right, fine. Let's move past rapport. What happens after rapport?
Setting expectations.
Set the expectations, Caitlin.
Okay, Dan, so here's how these calls usually go. So I'm going to just ask you a few questions about your business just to make sure that I can help. I just want you to be nice and honest with me throughout the process so that we can have a really good conversation and try and get what we're trying to achieve out of it. And then if I don't think that I can help you, and if it doesn't make sense, then I might offer you some other resources. And if I can help you and it makes sense to move forward, then I'll let you know about my program and how we could potentially work together going forward. Either way, you'll get lots of value out of our call today. Does that sound okay to you?
That's not terrible. However, have you read this little guy? Huh?
I do have it. Yeah, I just
haven't
implemented
Okay.
the doctor strategy yet.
Yes. So the doctor strategy, I really like it because it really allows you to take control of the conversation. There you go. There it is. Yes. It allows you to take control of the conversation. How that goes is, so these calls, they go similar to like visiting a doctor. You know how a doctor will ask the patient questions about their symptoms. They will examine them a little bit, and then they will give a diagnosis, and then they'll prescribe a treatment. Well, this is very similar. I'm going to ask you some questions about your lash business. I'm going to dig in a little bit and see if I can figure out what the problem is. And then I will tell you what I believe the problem to be. And if we can help, I'll show you what that looks like. If not, then I'll tell you some parting advice. You can go from here. No worries. Does that sound fair? And the reason why you're spelling it out like this is because customers will like to go off the rails and they'll like to be like, well, and they'll just start asking random questions. But if you come back to it, you got them to agree to your format. Say, well, if you remember, I have to ask you these questions so I understand a bit more about what's going on in your lash business. And then you just ask the question, right? Or I can't tell you the price until I understand a little bit more about your business because it's a little bit different for everybody. That's if you have variable pricing. But the biggest strategy is you get them to agree to the format. You have now taken control of the call, which means if they go off format, you remind them that they agreed to this format. Does that make sense? Yeah. So I say, okay, great. So give me the first question.
Oh, I forgot to ask you. Are you on your own, or are you taking care of a family right now?
Oh, good. That's a Phil thing. I have a family. I have a wife and kid.
Awesome. What does your wife do for a living?
She's a housewife. She doesn't do anything. Well, actually, that's me. Let me get in character. She works at Starbucks and she protests 8-hour work days.
Valid. I don't even know what I would do if I found out like what they would do if they had a spouse, to be totally honest.
Well, that's a problem.
I know.
You're in our program, so you work with Phil on that. Let's go to objections. I want to attack the number one issue that you're having right now on sales calls. So what is the number one issue you have on a sales call?
I'd say like when I get to the objection piece, I'm afraid of confrontation, to be totally honest, and I just like let them go. And I'm like, okay, yeah, no problem, just sit and think on it. Like, have a good one. So I go through this whole thing and then I'm like too scared to.
What's the objection that you normally get?
I just need to sit down and take a look at my budget and make sure that I can make it work.
Got it. And so what we discussed here so far was that you're losing about $5,000 a month in lash appointments. Where have you budgeted for that?
Oh, well, I haven't, I guess.
Let me ask you a question. What's going to cost you more? Like a one-time expense like learning how to get more appointments, or not being able to get appointments for the next year?
Probably not being able to get appointments for the rest of the year.
Is this a matter of you don't have the money, or is this a matter of you don't think it's worth the money?
A little bit of both. You know, like money is pretty tight for me and my family, but you know, I don't know if I can commit myself to that kind of thing. Like, I just don't know how much work it's going to be for the cost as well.
Got it. So how much work have you put into your lash business so far?
I'm guessing kind of touching it here and there because I'm feeling pretty lost with what to do.
Got it. Do you do something else for work?
Not right now, no.
Okay, if this lash business doesn't work out, will you have to get a job?
Yeah, for sure.
And if you get that job, how much work do you think that will be?
Probably 30 to 40 hours a week.
Got it. So here's what I can tell you. Our program, and by the way, how many hours a week do they need to work on your program?
I mean, we do 3 hours of coaching a week, but...
So we do 3 hours of coaching per week. And I would say you would need at least 5 hours of implementation per week to really make this work fast. That's 8 hours per week. Now, if this lash business does not work out for you, that is going to be a 30 to 40 hour a week work schedule where you're going to be helping someone else make money. You're going to be helping someone else get rich. That's 30 to 40 hours of work helping someone get rich per week. What I'm asking you is, would you rather do that, or would you rather spend 8 hours a week helping yourself get rich?
8 hours.
So is your only objection the time, or is there any other objections?
I mean, I think that's it.
Is there anything else holding you back but that? And are you okay with committing 5 hours a week? Because I'll be honest with you, if you can't commit, 8 hours. If you can't commit 8 hours a week, I don't think this will work for you. It may not be for you, but if you can commit 8 hours a week to this, then it is for you. So that's my question. Can you commit 8 hours a week right now so that you don't have to commit 40 hours making someone else rich? Can you commit 8 hours a week right now to get rich yourself and to make money yourself versus, to prevent working 40 hours a week to make someone else rich? Can you do that? Can you give yourself the 8 hours?
I can do that, yeah. I don't know if I have like the 5K right up front. Like that's, I just started doing lashes and I just spent a bunch of money on my initial training. So I don't know if I'd be able to do the 5K up front.
How far off are you?
I could probably afford like $1,000 a month.
Okay. So this is where you get into the pay plan stuff. Okay. So one thing I learned from Phil that I thought was a great way to do this is when they say, I need a pay plan or I don't have the money, you say, how far off are you? Yeah. And that allows you to understand what cash they have right now. So I would say, well, let me ask you a question. And do they have a husband?
Yes.
Okay. I would say, does your husband support this business?
Yeah, definitely he does.
Does he support it a lot more than you getting a second job?
I think so. Yeah. He wants me to be happy.
Do you believe that if you worked with us, you've spoken with me now, you've seen the results of our other lash business owners. Do you believe if you worked with us that you could get that result? Do you believe you could finally get this business going?
I think so. Like I'm skeptical, but hopeful.
Are you skeptical of what we can show you? Or are you skeptical of your ability to follow what we say?
Maybe my ability, to be honest.
You've seen other lash people out there making a lot of money. Have you noticed anything about them that you think is special versus you?
I mean, they probably just know things that I don't know yet.
So what you're telling me is the reason they have nice cars and the reason they have all these things is because they know the things that we teach successful lash owners how to do, and you don't yet know that. Is that what I'm hearing?
I guess so, yeah.
So then the only thing it sounds like we're missing here is the education, is the know-how, which is what we help lash owners do. We help bridge that gap. My question to you is, if your husband supports you making this business successful, you believe this business can be successful if you work with us, do you think he would support you in making the full investment so that you can really get this business going?
Yeah, I think so.
So see what you're doing? Most of the time, people deep down in their head, they believe certain things. They just have to say it out loud for it to register. They suppress it because they're in a state of like, oh my gosh, I got to spend money. So they suppress it. If they're on the phone with you, they've already built some sort of trust. They've already been intrigued by it. Otherwise, why would they get on the phone with you? But you have to get it out of them that it makes sense, but they have to say it. You can't say it. At no point did I say, we'll help you grow your lash business. Well, like, is there any reason why you think that our clients can do it, but you can't do it? Is there any difference? Oh, and then what did they say? They said, I don't have the know-how. What's the know-how? The know-how is what you offer.
Right.
So it comes back to you. It sounds like in a scenario like this that you can get a $1,000 payment and then you can put them on a payment plan. But why not go for the full amount? Why not get the commitment? Because I can already tell in that conversation she's going to have to get the commitment of her husband, right? So why not get the commitment? Well, hey, can we schedule a follow-up call with him and we can explain to him how this works? And that's if you didn't get him on the call in the beginning. I would have tried to get him on the call in the beginning.
Right. Okay.
But I would also try to get a deposit down.
Okay.
This is the thing. If you just let them go, what are you really doing? You're letting their dreams go. Do you honestly, in your heart of hearts, believe that you can help them grow their lash business?
100%. Yeah.
Okay, then you need to believe in yourself enough to ask for the sale.
Okay.
All right, so here's what I'd like you to do over the next 30 days. 30-day plan. You have an advantage over most of the people that come on this show because you're a client of ours. You have our software. You have our coaching program. So you're going to be pretty taken care of. But here's my take, since I don't do the coaching. You should continue creating advertisements and social media content that creates inbound conversation. You should use phantom offers and really find the one that clicks. You should speak more directly to your customers, call them out, and always relate things back to their dreams and what they want to avoid. They want a dream to spend more time with their family. Like, why? The best phrase you can imprint in your head is "so you can." I want to help you double your lash appointments so you can spend more time with your family, so you can go on that next vacation, so you can get a new car, so you can never have to fill out a job application again. Just always think of the phrase, so you can. I want you to make sure that you ask them their problems, identify the cost, get them to say the cost out loud, and get them on a 15-minute call. Make sure that on the sales call, you really get them to dig deep into the fact that they don't know what they're doing and break it down. Like, why do you think you're not getting more appointments? What do you think the missing link is? Most likely they're going to answer in a way that shows that they need you. Okay. And you need to get them thinking more about the cost of not doing it rather than the cost of doing it. And then you just ask for the sale.
Okay.
Awesome.
Cool.
Email me
Thank
in 30 days. Let me know how it goes.
Cool. Thanks so much, Dan.
All right. Awesome.
Bye.